Alright, this is our new Mossberg 410. It's the thug grip, as I call it, and we're going to be changing that out. This is a cylinder bore. Now, the reason you may be wondering, well, Tony, if you don't like the grip, why did you get it? I could not find this Mossberg pump action without a choke, a full choke on it. This is the only configuration I could find it with a cylinder bore barrel, which means there is no choke on the barrel. And for slugs, that's what I want. So I said, no big deal. We'll take the pistol grip off, put the choked stock on. This is a youth stock, youth sized length of pull. I was trying to keep it as short as possible. You know, I didn't want a really long stock, so I did get the shortest one I could find. But I do want to be able to shoulder this. One of my little pet peeves is not being able to shoulder a firearm that's really should be shouldered. And this is just, I don't know, I'm sorry. It's thuggish. I'm just gonna go, let's go back to the SDI. I say that because a lot of the tools that I have for gunsmithing were provided in my course. Now my this Allen wrench set is mine, but a lot of these screwdrivers in here, all of these wooden handle, the Grace ones that are hollow ground, really nice, are from the SDI gunsmithing kit. That's funny, when you're trying to film something that's black, it's always difficult. The light, you can see the light changing, the exposure. There we go. And thank you, Jesus, for me having the right size Allen wrench. Okay, so we're back to YouTube now. How am I supposed to get in there? Where's my flashlight, man? Huh? What? What? Oh, crap. Huh. So I've got to have a long extension. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I found my extension. It only took me about 10 minutes to find it. So, anyway, I like to thank Jesus for the little things in life. To save me a trip to Ace Hardware and probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks. I better, hopefully it's going to fit. Yep, I can tell it's working. So let's see if I can get it started here. I guess first I just wanted to see if it would actually thread in there. This is the new bolt, so it's threading. So you see, we don't get that angle just right. It's going to be hard to get it started, so I'm just going to thread it in there a ways and run it back out. I think what's going on here is that I need to pack some crap down in here because it's slipping back up inside the, trying to get too much at one time. The bolt is trying to slide back up in there as I'm trying to push on it. So, we'll see if that helps clogging that up so it can only go so far. See, it was pushing back. Yeah, now I can't push back as easy. So let's try that. Well, I'm disappointed with this. It's supposed to fit. It's right there, Mossberg 500. If that fits in there the way it's supposed to, there's going to be a gap, and you can't make it fit. I don't think there's supposed to be a gap right here. That's supposed to fit up against the action. So, disappointed. You can see, maybe you can see that the original pistol grip is shorter there. And for some reason you can see here where it's not fitting, where I was trying to tighten up the bolt to make it fit. It's starting to take off, shave off part of that radius. So it just doesn't fit. That's all there is to it. Very disappointing. Thanks, Choate. Probably take me about 30 minutes, but I could probably whittle that off, but then the way it's lined up, it's not gonna, it makes that gap below there, which just looks funny. To make that line up, this has got to be too high, you can see. So it just, this is a Mossberg 500. What's funny is I have a Mossberg 500 20 gauge. I don't know, you may have seen this project. It was a, I refinished the stock for it, and it's a cool shotgun. It's one of my favorite shotguns. But guess what? It has the same receiver, the same action on it. So what I'm going to do is line these up. And I bought this at Midway USA, and there's even a mold line there. This piece right here is not shown. It just comes straight down. If you go on Midway USA and look up the Choate Mossberg 500 stock, and then you'll see here now, you'll see that they are in fact the same. I like my wood stock on my 20 gauge, so I'm not changing it. You can see that turned out really nice. So I'm not changing this shotgun. What I may do is go ahead and just try to modify this, because I was looking at Midway USA's return policy, and you have to pay the shipping to get it back. You have to fill out a form, and then all you get is store credit. Well, I would just rather have the right one. When you go online now, you can check it yourself. If you're checking it close to the date that I posted this video, you will see now that it says they're out of stock. So it's almost like they just threw one in a bag, sent it to me, and it doesn't fit. So, whatever. So, I guess we'll see how well it looks, or how ugly it looks, in just a minute. You know, maybe it won't be so bad. I'm afraid to tighten this too much, that's for sure. It's been some crappy plastic. Afraid whatever's in there will break. So you can see by filing it down, I actually got it to fit against the receiver, but there's still that gap there. I guess that I should just be happy, right? I'm alive and kicking. But like some people, I should just be happy. Right, well, for better or worse, there it is. She's gonna be a beauty. Will it work? Yeah. Is it pretty? I don't know. It'll be okay. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. You don't feel like sending it back. Then after it's on there, it doesn't look too bad. You're saying to yourself, I have a finished project. So what could be wrong with that? Thanks again to SDI for inspiring me to do more gunsmithing projects. Thanks, SDI. Nice.